We're down here in the paddock with David Ingraham, driver extraordinaire. You've been driving for how long now?
About 30 years.
3 years. How did you first get started? Take us back how you got involved with the sport.
My uncle had a couple cheap racehorses or whatever, and I used to go down and help him in the summertime on the farm. And then one thing led to nothing, started jogging, and went on from there.
I'm picking up on an accent. Where are you originally from?
Maine. Born and raised in Maine.
How long have you been racing coming down here to Pocono?
I came here last year, was the first year I've been here, but I've been up and down the East Coast most of the time.
What do you like about the track here and the facility?
This really nice facility, probably one of the best paddocks we got around, and the track's a real soft cushion or whatever. The horses stay sounder longer and everything else, so it's a really nice place.
You drive down in Florida as well?
Yeah, I got a place in Florida right next to the track in Cypress Bend. So, in the wintertime, the snow shovel's the best down there.
Absolutely. And coming up here, how is the season going so far for you and working with different trainers? Did you work with the same trainer?
It all depends on, sometimes the guy's got a regular driver, he's got another option, so you pick up drives that way, whatever. So, so far the meet hasn't been really going that great, but who knows, we're keeping our fingers crossed.
Yeah, you got the whole season ahead of you still.
Yeah, it's like say, it's been one thing after another.
Yeah. What is your mindset heading into a night of a race? Do you have a certain routine? Are you talking to the trainers? What exactly is that like for you?
Lots of times you know the horse. Sometimes, like if you got a new horse, you go up and ask the trainer if there's anything special, and kind of the big important thing is whether you can put him on the gate or not on the gate, and go from there. Whatever as a race, he'll tell you, he can lead, but he's no good on the front end, or he's better from behind, or whatever. So
kind of having that conversation. So there's another generation of Ingrahams that are now racing. Your son, correct?
Yep. He's last 3 or 4 years has got his license and dabbling in it a little bit, I guess.
What is that like for you as his father? Because you guys have driven in the same races on the same night, the same track, same race. What is that like for you?
That's nice. Like I say, I don't worry about it as much as I did when he first started out. I was afraid he'd do something wrong or whatever, but now he's been out there or whatever, and everybody knows, just like driving a car down the road, you can get in an accident at any time, so there's risk out there, but he knows what he's doing, so I don't worry about it.
You leave kind of the personal stuff in the paddock and just go out and compete like you would with anybody else?
Yeah, like I say, it's the race usually develops itself. Sometimes in a race you never even see each other because you're in different spots, but you just like say, you just do the best you can do, and that's all you can do.
What would you say that you love about the sport? What keeps you coming back every season?
Oh, like I say, it's been real nice to me. I've been all up and down the East Coast, seen the countryside, made decent money, and I just enjoy going to work every day outside, as long as it's not 30 below or raining, it's nice.
That's when you go down to Florida, right? When it's 30 below and raining.
Yeah, like I say, it's that's the only place to really be in the wintertime, but they go awful fast, but not a lot of money, so it's still tough racing there too.
We're glad to have you back up here for this season. I was going to ask you a couple questions to find out about you off the track, some personal stuff. So do you have any hobbies outside of driving?
Golf is my out. I really love to play golf or whatever, so that's really my out.
Any other sports that you follow?
I watch them all, but I'm not really like I'm a dedicated fan one way or the other.
What about a favorite meal?
Meal? Oh, probably steak and potatoes, I guess, unfortunately.
No, that's a good choice. What drink are you having with the steak and potatoes?
I like a glass of wine. I drink beer. I drink most anything. It really, I'm not particular one way or the other.
What about your first car? Do you remember what your first car was?
Yeah, I had an old green station wagon. It's actually the family's car. I guess I got it from my folks or whatever. So I beat and banged around that till I couldn't pass the inspection stiction anymore. So then I went and got a Grand Prix.
You and like 24 of your friends had a great time while it lasted, right?
Yeah, like I say, it was a lot better than shoe leather. So it was nice to get around with anyways.
What about a dream vacation spot for you? Where would you like to go? Or where have you been that you dream about going back to?
Oh, I'd say someplace nice and warm or whatever, on the beach someplace or whatever, with the family, one thing, it'd be nice.
Got a Corona, you got the beach, what more can you ask for?
Right.
Well, Dave, thanks you so much for taking the time to do the interview, and we look forward to catching up with you again this season.
Okay, thanks, Peter.